Looks like you want to have my impression about the light rail project that's coming through Cedar, where Somalis and Africans populate the area. I think first this is an opportunity for the area to renovate itself and make it more transit oriented, where people take the public transit at the same time put their cars in their garages and walk and bike. That's good. However, there are two main constituents, in my opinion, to transit-oriented district creation. One is the residents and the original residents of the area, and the second would be the incoming developers who probably would also have their own vision. It's usually challenging to unite the two visions. It's, however, important that displacement doesn't take place, so that you don't displace the original either residents or existing property owners. And most people don't understand that existing property owners can easily be displaced, and in this way, if the new projects are coming with high density and higher floor area ratio, that means they can easily put big buildings that can overshadow the existing units and the existing low density commercial units. In that case, you could even face significant out-migration of your tenants and going to the new area. So you have to seek some sort of compatible zoning between the old and the existing and the new commercial sites that would be planned. That's number one. Number two, I think it's very important that the new area should be united with the old area through some linkages, walkable streets, bikeways, and what have you. I think the third is to make sure that the residential districts of the old do not be displaced. Usually transit-oriented districts bring some sort of gentrification, and in gentrification usually the old loses and the new gains, and that's not really to your interest as a community here. I think the city should be responsible to have an environmental impact report for the entire area, so that people would know what are the impacts of this big project. The city should not piecemeal the project, in which case they do site-specific project planning, in which case the community does not know the overall impact of the area. So we challenge the city usually to make sure that there is a comprehensive environmental impact report for the entire project, so that we know the cumulative impact here that the project would have. I think with that you can start by studying the environmental impact report, sitting down with the city, making sure that the city does not only speak for the big developers but also for the little ones and the residents and the small landowners who have been here for many years, in which case a three-way conversation should start as early as possible. Residents, existing small-scale developers, and the new ones who are represented mainly by the city. Without that, some side would lose, and that side usually is the residents and the old existing landlords. Outside that, I see transit-oriented developments having some positive impact on the area. I think it brings new traffic, it rejuvenates the area and makes an old area to rehabilitate itself. So it's not entirely, if it's managed very well, it's extremely positive. It's not managed, it has some serious negative impact. I think my last word would be the residents of Cedar area should not be afraid of the creation of an African village, because when James Woods of the 1780s in London said that foot traffic and diversity is the lifeline of cities and neighborhoods. As long as you have foot traffic and diversity in terms of the population, the city never dies. I think most cities that do die are the ones that miss foot traffic. With that, I welcome the creation of an African village in the area. Thank you.